And we're finally back. Welcome to the next discussion episode of the Flowey route. So at the end of the last run, we got the Ruined Papyrus ending. So a lot happened this ending. Basically, Toriel actually came back to rule the underground, but because they killed so many people, a rebellion basically happened, and Toriel just went back to the ruins when she found out. And now the underground's an anarchy. Chaos. So of course, Sid Sands is friends with Toriel. He and his brother go and spend time with her and even convince her to come out of the ruins from time to time. And what's actually really cool about this when you think about it is in like this timeline, this is like the first time that Sans and Toriel actually like meet in person. The first time like most of us actually see it is of course the end of the True Pacifist run. But yeah, it's pretty cool that they just become friends at the end of this one. Also, Papyrus's line about being the best mom is just one of the funniest things to me, which is why I made that the thumbnail. So that's pretty cool, but honestly I don't really have much else to say about that ending, so let's move on to just some random stuff that happened during the run. So I got another fun event where Sans called and threatened to come to my house and it scared the crap out of me. That was pretty funny. When I started this series, I was expecting to get a few fun events, but it still like blows my mind that in the run before this one, I encountered a Gaster follower. I actually looked it up, and that was like the rarest one. The chance was like 1 in 500, I think. It was a while ago when I looked it up, so that could be wrong. But anyways, speaking of the Sans phone call, a random thing I'd just like to talk about that I think is really well done in this game is when Papyrus calls you as you're entering Hotland. So depending on if you're running away from Undyne or if you choose to kill her, there's just such a different context to this simple phone call. Because when you're running from her, of course, it's a comedic moment because, you know, she's trying to kill you, and then in the middle of it, Papyrus calls and is like, hey, I think you should hang out with her sometime. That would be fun. And, you know, meanwhile, you're fighting for your life. But if you've killed her already, it's actually like this punch in the gut to guilt you, because it just reminds you that she's someone that Papyrus cares about, and you literally just killed her, and now he's like, hey, later we should all hang out, because, you know, you're my friend and all that, and it's just like, oh geez. A similar thing actually happens with Alphys when she posts on Undernet about how she missed the fight between you and Undyne. She's like, I'll just ask her later, I know she's unbeatable. And so it's like, that must have been really rough for her when she found out. We'll probably get more into detail with that in a later run. So yeah, there isn't as much I want to talk about in this discussion, but there is something I just want to say going forward. I really think this is where things are going to get very, very interesting. Because in the next run, I actually plan on doing a full True Pacifist playthrough. The reason I want to do this is there's a bunch of secrets that you can only look at specifically in the True Pacifist run, and then also for a lot of other interesting secrets and endings and whatnot, I'll actually need to do a true reset, so I just figured I could kill two birds with one stone. So look forward to what's coming next, and I'll see you in the next episode. Let's see how the fourth run goes.